Hey cousins, if you are watching this, then you are in the right place because those of us who are in our 40s, man, the struggle is real. Once you lose motivation, especially when you're doing so well, it is hard to get back on the saddle. Stressed. I was stressed about life, money, finances, all of that was keeping me. So when I needed to at least work out to kind of clear the noise, I stayed in my bed thinking about everything going on in my life and how stressful it is. And stress will definitely do that. And I remember waking up and saying, I'm not going to let nobody stress me. I'm not going to stress about none of this. I am going to let it go. Once I did that, I remember waking up a couple of days and the scale is budging. Even now, I haven't been doing much of nothing, but family and friends like, is you losing weight? And I'm like, no, I'm still the same. But I realize the burden of stress definitely carries on extra weight, literally. And when you release that, it releases a lot of things in your body to do what it needs to do. So the scale can get to moving, the inches can get slimmer, and you can get back to you. You are important. All right. So keep these in mind. Um, do not stress anymore. Let it go. Okay? And even though you need to and you know it will help with your health, for whatever reason, we don't get out of that bed, we sleep in late, we know we need to get up in the morning or work out later, and then we just don't do it because we don't have the motivation. So I met with my doctor 2022, and my doctor told me I was on the verge of having a heart attack. So I didn't hesitate, right? I immediately got the juicer. I started juicing. I was working out. Scale is budging, but I'm steady struggling with eating. So a year later, 2023, I started at 230, and then I get down to 191. Now, the first 6 weeks, I actually lost like 35, 36 pounds. And what I did was I did a 3-day water fast and then I did a 3-day juice fast. I walked every day and had one meal a day. Is that extreme? Absolutely. But my doctor had prescribed me Fentanyl. So it definitely suppresses your appetite. You are definitely not hungry. It's like you have to force yourself to eat. So I use that to my advantage. After the Fentanyl, like I said, this is 2023. I'm doing good. I get down, like I said, the lowest I got was 191. And for whatever reason, since I've had my boys, the lowest I have gotten is 191. So I am 5'2.5". Yes. But I was able to maintain that, right? So fast forward the end of 2024. And again, I'm struggling. So I don't want you guys to keep thinking that from when I started in 2022 that I was able to get it all together. I wasn't. It was a struggle. I would start and stop from being sick or like the kids' schedule or homework or just not wanting to. So I'm doing good. It is the end of 2024, like November, December, I start to get sick. Mind you, I'm hauling. I have a workout schedule and I'll share all of that. But I want to just tell you the story of where we are now and what's helping me and what's going to help you. So, nevertheless, come 2024 November, I get really sick, y'all. I don't know what I had. I don't know what it was, but I'm talking about I am sick, like can't get out of bed. I'm coughing. I can't hear. I'm severely congested. No matter what I'm trying, nothing is working. Now I'm still trying to push through and work out. Even around the week of Thanksgiving, but after that, I just couldn't. Fever up and down. So I keep going to the emergency room. They keep saying bronchitis or whatever the case may be. But I realized that, well, it's the urgent care. And I realized the urgent care I'm going to really doesn't have all the tools, right? So I take my son to his appointment, and even the doctor's like, I think you have pneumonia, you know? So I'm panicking because, again, I've had this for a while now. And it's like the end of December, beginning of January, somewhere around there. Finally go to the emergency room, and they're like, well, you have the flu. You're at the end of the flu, but you probably had something more severe and just didn't know it. So they do the treatments. I'm fine. I'm back on. I try to get back on the saddle, and I didn't gain that much. I got down to 191. I think I'm like 200. Then January 19th, 2025, I get the most devastating news. One of my cousins I was really close to, she died unexpectedly. And you know, when you're dealing with grief, you do one or two things. You know, either you use that as a life lesson and you get up, or you just lay down. And I had to lay down, y'all. I laid down. I couldn't get up. She was everything. You know what I mean? I spent all 2025 depressed. It's about the best way I could get it together. I could not. I could only go to work, and that was a struggle. I couldn't get out of bed, y'all. All 2025. It was, I'm doing what I need to do for the kids. I'm going to work. I'm existing, right? No motivation. I don't have it. It's not in me. There's nothing else, you know. And next to losing my mom, it was a hard blow because I lost my mom in 2009 when I was in Iraq, and that was unexpected. And so, fast forward now to 2025, and this happens. It's insane, you know. So we were like sisters, and we talked, and we fought, and we fought, and we talked, and it was all of that, you know. And I don't have any brothers or sisters, so she was she was everything, you know. It's hard to kind of put that into words, but you know how it is when you lose a loved one that you're close to, but you're not siblings, right? You lose a cousin, an uncle, or an aunt, and you know, you get grief, right? So I'm gonna say one thing about that. uh Everything is a process, right? So do what works for you. In that case, I just lay down, y'all. So all 2025, I'm out of there. I'm doing enough. Like, I know I need to work out. I know I need to get better for my health because I'm thinking about what my doctor said, but it's still just not doing enough. So in February 2026, I'm working in another location, and a group of women I'm with, one of them, you know, she's trying to get back on her gym kick too, and she's in her 40s. So we have a discussion, and I tell her about my struggles, depression and stuff, and she was like, you know, you just got to do it, honey. You just, you know. And I'm like, y'all keep saying that, and that is so much easier said than done. But the struggle is real. I know I need to, but what is it going to take for me to finally have this aha moment and move? So I was thinking ahead, and I'm like, well, while I'm there, I can get started. I don't have to worry about the hubby or the kids. It's just me. So I get started, and I started at 223, and I got down to 218 and got stuck. So I'm back home adjusting, and that's throwing me off, and you know, struggling, but I do good. So I go from 218 to 213, and it took a long time, right? Because I'm still struggling with eating. Past week, I'm like, I need to get started. You know, I'm a poet. I have a performance coming up. I do not want to be on the stage this thick. I need to get it together. So I go on a live, listen to this brother, and he's fussing at us, y'all. He's fussing about what meat you need to eat, you know, your workouts, all excuses you come up with. And, you know, I agree a little bit, but I learned that fussing at me, that's not gonna work for me. I don't like being fussed at. I'm a whole adult, and I served in the military. I definitely don't like being told what to do. Okay, I'm gonna start. I normally start on Sundays. Sunday comes and goes. I'm off to a late start, but I also went to go get my nieces. They normally come and help me during the summer. And my best friend, that's my sister. So her daughter will come and help me with my kids during the summer. So having them and a 5-month-old in the house throwing me all the way off. I think I worked out once, so I'm trying to get it together. So going another live, and this lady talks about how she lost 75 pounds or 87 pounds naturally, and what did it take? Because I'm asking, what do you do to stay motivated? Because I'm struggling with that, and I feel like there's not enough conversations. So she was like, I like to eat, so I just got up. But that's not working for me. So here's where my aha moment came. I realized that my struggle is everybody's in your ear. Everybody is talking to you. Everybody is telling you what to do. But it's your journey. And you need to have fun with it, right? And there's nothing worse than when you are talking to anybody, even fitness people, and they're always telling you, oh, what you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't. And I remember when I lost the 35 pounds, because I lost like 35, 36 pounds in 6 weeks. What I remember about that is how much fun I had. I didn't feel like weighed down. I did exactly what I wanted to do. I ate what I wanted to eat, even during the workouts, right? I work out at home. So I don't need to go to a gym. I have an amazing treadmill, right? That's a Bowflex 10, and I also have weights that I ordered. So I wholeheartedly don't have no excuses. But I realized I stopped having fun. And I'm the type of person, I'm extra. So when I'm on a treadmill and the song is good, I am wholeheartedly bopping my head. I am singing out loud, which I could do in the comforts of my own home, and I don't have to worry about making a scene. And that's what got me started. I realized this is my journey. I don't have to listen to all of the noise. I just need to enjoy the moment when I have it and have fun. And a good bit of us forget the importance of the process, right? And even though we're thicker than a snicker, and we know for health reasons, especially over 40, people are dying of heart attacks, strokes, aneurysms, and all this other stuff. We know we need to do better. But what good is it going to do me if it feels like another job? What good is it going to do me at all? I don't want to do it, right? Especially from being a veteran, I done spent 12 years having somebody tell me what to do. When it comes to the fitness journey, I don't want to be told what to do. Don't tell me nothing. I don't want to hear it, right? I remember even every day I weighed myself on a scale, but that's something I like doing. That didn't bother me. And then all the noises, you don't need to do that. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't. Do what works for you. Okay? Weighing on the scale, me weighing every day, that works for me, right? Because it helps keep me mindful. And I'm okay with accountability. I'm looking at the scale like, damn, I need to do better. What am I going to do to get started? And every day I would do it. I would weigh myself like, okay, I know I need what I need to do, but until I'm ready, this is it, right? So do what works for you in this journey. Don't restrict yourself at all. Just get started. But I will tell you this. One of the things that I learned is that my body was talking to me. If I ate anything bad, I literally could feel my body say, wow, why did you do that? And sometimes you want the taste, right? But it's to the point I don't even want it because it makes me feel so sluggish if I eat too much or overdo it. Now it's like I don't want to. Let me grab a salad, right? And it ended up being a gradual thing. So even now, hubby cooked, and as soon as I taste a little bit he cooked, I could taste all the butter. And it's like, no, can you go to the store and get what I need? I'm finna start juicing, right? And today I worked out. I'll show you guys. But if you are struggling, the biggest thing is, yes, get started, but have fun. And this is your journey, Write it down. Definitely make a plan, right? And it will help you every step of the way. Now, ain't nobody important, nobody special, but I understand the struggle of dealing with weight loss over 40. If you're like, Honey Brown, I can't afford to go to a gym, that's fine. YouTube University is going to be where it's at. Even though I bought the weights, I go to YouTube University. I watch Juice and Toya. I watch Mr. London, Mrs. London, anything dealing with free weights and abs. I watch it. And that helped a lot. I actually started at 50 inches in my waist. And even now, I'm, weight less than that. Now, I told y'all my weight. I ain't even going to tell y'all my inches now because I'm still thicker than a Snicker. But I'm not going to say it's no excuses. But YouTube helped me a lot. On days I don't feel like working out and weight training, Mike Peel, his dancing cardio, hip hop cardio, will have you sweating like nobody's business. So these are things that will help you. And all else fails, talk to your doctor about it. Some of us are so afraid because we don't want to face the scale, but you got to be okay with it. It helps you better understand yourself. And if you're important, like you say, how you going to be afraid of something that you're already in? You're already in this body. You already know what it is. Talk to your doctor and let them know your struggles, right? Because it could be depression. It could be stress. It could be something going on with your estrogen levels, cortisol levels, and all those other things. That's why it's important. So even now, I'm talking to my doctor like, hey, let's talk about other alternatives and tools to help me get where I'm trying to go, right? It's okay to ask for help. We got to stop being stubborn, right? So I hope this helps you. Like and subscribe. But my content is everything. So anything going on in my life, that's what we're going to be talking about. I'll see you soon. Have a good day.